Hi, my name is Amy, and today I'll be talking about what attachment styles are and why they're so important. So, attachment styles are emotional patterns that show up in our everyday relationships, which can explain our behavior in them. So, it is often common you'll see one person anxious for a response back from somebody, while it's also common to see another person just closed off to emotional closeness altogether. These behaviors come from something developed early in life called our attachment style. So everybody here has a relationship very important to them, such as a friendship, a partner, or even a family member. So that means that everybody here is affected by attachment styles one way or another, and understanding these styles can help us better understand ourselves more, which can then reflect onto our relationships. So I became interested in this topic through a friend of mine who's studying psychology right now. And through that, I started doing my own research with articles and videos, and I was able to understand my own attachment style, which helped me understand myself better. So today I will be telling you all about these three things. So I'll be explaining what attachment styles are, then I will explain how these attachment styles affect our everyday relationships, and then lastly, I will explain how recognizing your own attachment styles is good for you. So I'll begin by talking about the 4 different types of attachment styles and what they are. So attachment styles can be explained through 4 different patterns of emotional behavior. According to the YouTube video, How Your Attachment Styles Affect Your Relationship, there are 4 different types of attachment styles called secure, dismissive avoidant, anxious preoccupied, and disorganized. These styles describe the way people behave in relationships to things such as closeness, distance, and communication. And each style has the person respond differently to emotion. So, understanding these behaviors gives us a way to recognize our own emotional patterns in relationships. So, secure is when all your needs were met, so you accept love pretty easily. And then dismissive avoidant is when there was neglect, so you learn to really only trust yourself. And then anxious preoccupied is when not all your needs were met, and so you overvalue love. And then disorganized is when you were really neglected, so you grow to be emotionally numb. So this helps to better understand why you respond the way you do in these relationships. So now let's talk about why these attachment styles show up and how they develop. So attachment styles are formed in childhood and continue to show up through adulthood. So according to Lisa Firestone in Psychology Today, an attachment pattern is established in early childhood and continue to function as a working model for our relationships in adulthood. So in their research, Dr. Philip Shaver and Dr. Cindy Hazan has found that about 60% of people have a secure attachment, and then 20% of people have an avoidant attachment, and then another 20% have an anxious attachment. So these patterns seem to stem from childhood and then continue on to adulthood, which shows how our attachment styles continue to show up in adulthood and don't just go away through time. So now let's look at how these affect our everyday relationships. So according to Lisa Firestone, she states, our attachment styles affect everything from our partner selection to how well our relationships progress to sadly how they end. That is why recognizing our attachment pattern can help us understand our strengths and vulnerabilities in relationships. So this shows how our attachment styles are very important to understand because they do in fact affect our relationships. And so by recognizing your attachment style, it can help you understand yourself better, which can then reflect onto your relationship. So understanding your style gives you an idea of why you react the way you do during relationships, and becoming more aware of your behavior will allow you to grow and better understand yourself. So to wrap up everything I just stated, attachment styles are emotional patterns that form in childhood and carry on to adulthood, which then affect our everyday relationships. These styles explain why people act the way they do in these relationships, and understanding your attachment style is very important and can help you have a better understanding of yourself. So while attachment styles affect our relationships, learning and recognizing these patterns can help you grow and connect with the people close to you. Thank you.